a Mitsubishi Evo 7. Massive thanks to Ian. Oh, this is an update review of this car. I've done it in the past for the channel. We went and mapped it, but since then I have not driven it. It's now wide arched, it's got a few different mods on it, and I have got some unbelievable driving roads today. But we're gonna go out and enjoy this screamer piped Evo 7. So a basic rundown of the car, if you haven't seen the original video, it's running about 350 brake horsepower now. It's actually got a different blow-off valve in this chute as well. But the talking point, apart from that screamer pipe, which is just monstrous, when this thing comes on boost, it just announces itself like every other screamer pipe car. But the looks are what has really changed on this car. It's got a wider footprint with wider spacers on these 17-inch rotors, and it has wide rear arches. In the original video that I did, and when Ian had actually bought this car, it originally had wide arches on the front of it, so he knew full well he wanted to change the rear up. He found these so stupid. He found these rear arches for sale, got to work making them fit right. Oh, so good. And the finished result is the wide load 7.9 Evo, 7 being the car, it's an Evo 7, and the 9 coming from the bumpers, which are from an Evo 9. Monster of a car this. It sits so thick in the road now, like especially the back end, it is so much wider than it was. Yes, it's only got 25mm each side, but it gives so much more presence to what is usually, yeah, the Evos are slightly wide, but it's give it so much purpose. From originally driving this car, it was good. It was really good. It was set out well, it came on boost really well, but now this version of it, say, because it's never ending. Modifying cars, it's never ending. The thickness, and when you're driving down the road, it's got such a wider footprint that when you do come on boost, it feels like there's so much more going on, and that's really hard to explain. The width of a car has changed the way it drives, especially around corners, but in a straight line, it just feels so much more secure. So when you do want to have a bit of fun, chuck it into a corner. Oh my God, it feels so purposeful now. A true testament to modifying cars is because you can take what was a fantastically well set up car, someone had gone out, spent the money, enjoyed themselves in it, but taking your own vision and putting it down into what has become just silliness. Silliness. I love it. Oh my God. With the driver's window down, the screen pipe is literally just in front of me here. It echoes off everything. It feels like it's literally right there, right next to your right foot. What a machine you have made, Ian! Oh my God! What a thing! So guys, let's take a quick look round this Evo 7 now. Beautiful scenery still. I mean, look where we are. This is Military Road on the Isle of Wight, and I beg of anybody who loves their cars, loves driving and stuff, to come here. But we will carry on with the walk round of this, and I'll just pick out a few things that have changed and bits that I love about this car, because obviously previously we've completely reviewed and gone through this car. So coming up front, it has the 9 bumpers, front and rear. So it's the front bumper from the Evo 9. I'm loving the little canards down here with the gloss black lip at the bottom, white bash bar bit
behind the front bumper with the intercooler. Carbon fibre bonnet. These are new as well. These are some universal, actually, bonnet vents, which fit really well with the car. They look like they were really supposed to be there, so I didn't notice them straight away when I picked the car up, but I have spoke to Ian, and these are actually just universal ones, and they fit really well in with the contours of the bonnet coming up to the wide load 7.9, obviously wide load being the wider arches, and the 7.9, the 7 is an Evo 7, the actual base car, and the 9 being the bumpers. Coming down the side though, you have the wide arches that were on it at the front from the last shoot. Again, coming round, got this little pocket just here showing a bit more of a wider arch there. Rotor 17-inch by 9.5-inch all round wheels with the Brembo brakes just behind. Nice little yellow lip coming down to the side skirt. But this is a talking point because I'd seen a few pictures of Evos with this kit, but I hadn't seen one in person, and I really like it. So coming down here, sorry about the state of this car. It was so clean yesterday when I saw it, and then it rained last night, so it is a little bit grubby at the moment. But the actual wide arch comes and starts at this point here on the side skirt. So as you can just see there, it comes up the side, coming onto the rear door, and it continues this line into the actual wide arches as well, coming up over onto the actual body of the car and coming down, and it meets all the way to nearly the rear tail light and coming down onto the back bumper, so it gives it a bit more purpose on the back bumper as well, sort of like spats you would find on any other Japanese body kit. And it's also got a little vent there to go with the front vents as well, so I think it creates more of a wide arch look. This has actually been completely blown in as well. The whole side of the car has been painted to take these wide arches on, and it's completely seamless all the way down. Really, really fantastic job, and it makes the car look so good. We'll come around this side as well. It actually has a black boot with the carbon fibre spoiler as well. Evo 9 rear bumper with a gloss black diffuser just at the back there, and coming down to this side as well with the wide arches. Just makes the car so much more purposeful, wider, thicker look with the spacers as well on these wheels. Makes the car just look so good. I think you guys will agree that although Evos are phenomenally beautiful cars from the factory, putting any sort of kit on it, especially a kit like this, big winner.
So, breakdown of this car. It is running safe power, I think. At this power, you can really enjoy yourself. It doesn't crazily come on booster or everything. It does announce itself with the screamer pipe, don't get me wrong, but like in the last video, I love the way it was set up. It was set up so you could enjoy it around, you know, 60, 70 mile an hour roads if you so wish to. You can chuck it in with this thicker footprint now. The thicker footprint means this car is so much more responsive, and when you do chuck it in, there's a bit more faith in the car. I have a lot of faith in Evos anyway, but if you wide arch one and make the footprint wider, you're winning all day long. It's become a B-road sensation, this car. That's what I'm going to call it, B-road sensation. It's just become the car you wanted it to be. Not necessarily from the factory, because they're fantastic from the factory, but if you're gonna lower it, put wheels on it, the thickness has made this thing just drive so much better. So when you do meet a corner, so you come up to it, blow off as well. Just Japanese beautifulness. That rear end is just thick in the road. Them Brembo's working an absolute treat as well. What a phenomenal car. Phenomenal car. If you've ever driven an Evo, you know what I'm talking about. The feel of these things and the four-wheel drive and everything that's working with you. It just is it's the Evo you want to drive. I get that there's more brake horsepower ones out there, and I've driven them, and I just, wow, it's just mental. But if you've got a well set up one that lets you play a little bit more outside the realms of a normal Evo, like this one, the wider arches, the more sound and that, just becomes so much more than face value Evo. It becomes just a sensation that you don't get anywhere else. You don't get this feeling from, you know, a lot of other cars. This is a bloody well set up car now. He's done a really good job with this thing. So enjoyable to to get in something like this and just go down my local roads. I know these roads like the back of my hand, and it's like I get to enjoy this car down here today. It's the best job ever. It actually is the best job ever. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give it a like. It supports the channel massively, and make sure you subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this wide arch kit that Ian has put on his Evo. Make sure you hit up fydapparel.com. I'm rocking the new Diamond Cross t-shirt in this review, which is up right now on the shop, and it's amazing what a set of arches and spaces can do to a car like this. Anyway guys, as I crest boost, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next